Hey, welcome to another round of Cyborg Gaming. Today we are going to go through the original Dark Souls, which is going to start off here with the create character. You can choose your sex. I'm going to go with male. You can choose your class. This is probably the most important thing here off the bat. You can choose Cleric and Pyromancer if you want to go with Sorcery, Hunter, Bandit if you want to go a little bit more stealth, like Thief, and then I simply just go with the Warrior. You can see the skill sets on the left side, the level you start out with. It does change based on where you start. Technically, the Knight would be better than the Warrior, but I'm going to start with Warrior. So gift is different items that you will start out with. I'm going to go with Twin Humanities. I think the Master Key and the two different rings will be an interesting one as well, but you only get to use these things like once, really, for the Black Firebomb, Goddess Blessing. These ones aren't as important. Physique, same thing. I don't really think it makes much of a difference, so we can go with average, and then just go with whatever, face and body type you like. And once you have gone through that, you're going to get a quick cutscene that describes the game and different things like that. I'll be having that on a different video. For right now, let's hit accept and then start the game. So that's the intro to Dark Souls. I do think it's actually one of the best intros to a game I've seen in a long time. You'll get to see a lot of the different bosses and things like that as you go through the game, and you can go back and watch that intro. You'll recognize a lot of them. So you can pick up this over here, press A, and then we are going to make our way through the cell and through this dungeon. So you can press A on these red signs right here, and they'll give you a little bit of tips. Right now, my main goal is pretty much just get a sword, get a weapon. And you can see that right there, I just gained 20 souls. That is from killing enemies. That's how you level up in the game. So you can press the right thumbstick in and to target. So you can see on the top left, that is my stamina and that is my health. So when you're swinging, you're going to burn through a good amount of stamina. You use more on the right trigger than you do on the bumper, the quick attack. And you want to rest at these bonfires whenever you see them. So first thing you do is activate it with A, and then if you want to rest, right now all I can do is leave. So right now we're going to run into our first boss. We are just going to avoid him. That is him right there, obviously. There's no chance against him right now, so let's just get away. Let's light up this bonfire. And let's get a shield. So, took my first hit. So you can press start, browse and use items, or go to the right one, change equipment. So right now I have a sword and I have a heater shield. I want to put my shield right here. So press LB and just kind of chase him. He'll just kind of run away. Okay, so here is my long sword. And let's equip that right there. So throughout this game, you're definitely going to want to use a kind of a strategy guide, online strategy on how to work your way through the game. It can be quite confusing and waste a lot of time if you just go in blindly. I've tried that before. It's not too fun. So right here, traverse white light. This usually means you're going into a new area or you're going into a boss. In this situation, we are just going into a regular area. So if I remember correctly, we cannot get that right now, and there's nothing else over here. So right now we are going to activate this boulder. Just jump off here. And then come in here and talk to this guy.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I wish to ask something of you. You and I were both undead. Hear me. Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the Undead Asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lore, when thou ringeth the bell of awakening. The fate of the undead thou shalt. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
So from that, we'll want to press down on the D-pad, and now we have the Estus Flask. That is what we do to heal. So to use an item, you're going to want to equip there on the D-pad, and you'll want to use press X. So every single time, I'll show you right here, press X, my health went up, and we can press A on the fire pit, we'll go back to 5, but realize that also brings back every enemy in the area. So you'll not be able to clear out an area, run back, and then use the bonfire. All those enemies will come back. We can now open this door and work our way forward. So quick RB attacks, really beneficial on these guys. So that one will be useful pretty soon here. So these guys tend to either be very defensive or very offensive. So you just want to be careful with that. Hitting their shield kind of wastes your stamina and gives them a chance for a quick attack. Don't believe we can open this now. Yep, that is locked. So here we are going to take on our first boss fight. So traverse that white light. Try to trigger him and then press RB. I almost missed that one. So stay around the feet. You can see I'm doing a pretty good attack on him. RT does a good amount of damage, and then wait for your stamina to come up. Roll. Hit him with a couple attacks. Don't get too greedy. Let your stamina come up, and just keep working that. And that's okay. If you do die on that first boss fight, you'll get spawned right there at that fire pit. So you can see my souls went up dramatically. I have 2,000 souls now. I'm going to use this door to get to the main area. We're going to head over to the Firelink Shrine, which is the main area of the game. We'll come back here later. So you can run up here, and we'll meet Mr. Crow. So come up here to the top. We'll have a quick short cutscene.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall reject to leave the Undead Asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
So I'm gonna go over and talk to this guy.
What do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the Undead Asylum. But too late now. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the Undead Church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
So that is actually the main plot line we are going to take on first, is ringing those 2 bells. We are going to work our way up there, get a couple of humanities here. There's a lot in this area. We're going to run into a lot more people in this area, so feel free to search around and get comfortable with the area and what goes on here. We'll have random guys come in and talk to us at multiple times. This will even open up this water, and a serpent will be in here later on in the game. But first things first, we are going to want to rest at the Firelink Shrine, and I will see you guys on my next video as we work our way to the first bell. Alright guys, thank you for watching.